Okay guys, just going to do full synthetic progression this time using the 3K Chasera Pro, 5K Naniwa Superstone, 8K Naniwa Superstone and the 12K Superstone. Really straightforward. I'm just going to go through this, but I'm going to set the bevel on a 3K this time. This is a very nice stone, this 3K. It's the Pro, so it's a little bit harder, doesn't clog up as easy as the Naniwas. That's one of the advantages. It actually puts a nice bevel on the razor, but don't create really deep serration. So great bevel setter if you need it. Okay, I'm just going to use one of my little old razors here for this. It's pretty dull. Dulled it off, killed it on that stone, as you can see. Skates across there. So let's put some tape on the razor. I'm at work at the minute, not very busy, so it's giving me something to do, and kills a bit of time. Just hope no one walks in halfway through for an haircut. We'll take that chance. Right, let's wet this down. Like I say, I love this stone. I don't really own a 1K now. This is the lowest I've got. I don't own razors for people, so it's not as if I'm taking big chips and owning chunky wedge razors or anything like that. So this is more than enough for what in fact, I never hardly use this stone. So, right, so let's set the bevel on this 3K. Start off with half strokes again. When I've done this, I'll also test shave this later on in the week or next week. I quite like the synthetic edge really. It's not a bad edge, it's just not quite as mellow as a natural stone, but really does give a good edge. It's probably one of the best finishing stones, I think, in the 12K range. Obviously there's others, but I do like the Naniwa Superstone. It's got a good following. It's pretty bulletproof. Do a few circles. Yeah, nice stone this. I've used the Naniwa Superstone 3K. I do prefer this 3K Naniwa Pro. It's just nicer. It doesn't clog up, and it just works better. Same as the 1K Chasera Pro. That's a very good stone as well. I'm sure there's lots of people that still use that. I used to at one time. Big green brick it is. That feels about done. Just going to do a thumb pad test. And what I do, I put my thumb pad on there, and if I push and it holds, which it is, you have to get a feel for this though. It just takes a little bit of practice. So you can move your thumb backwards and forwards and it's not going, it's just gripping. Just take a little bit of, yep, that's fine. That's set. I'm just going to try it on the nail as well. The nail's a good one. or the tomato tree. But as you can see, that holds there a lot. Just put a spot of water on your nail, lightly drag it across there, heel to toe. Fine. Just going to do a few more for good measure. Use a moderate pressure. That's better. That's that set. Just check on the back of the hand. Yep, perfect. Right then, let's swap that for the 5. So we're going to move on to the 5k and just basically remove those 3k scratch marks. Spot a little bit of water on them. I'm going to keep the same layer of tape on. It's not too warm, that'll be fine. In fact, actually, now I'm going to change that. Just a little bit. Just going to change it one more time. I think the synthetics, once you've set your bevel, if you did plenty of work on the 5k, you shouldn't need much on the 8 or the 12. But you've got to get a good edge off the 3, 5. And it's just a matter of just polishing it up on the 8 and the 12k. That's that too. So 8k. Start with some half strokes. Using a little bit of pressure here. You can see how this clogs up a little bit more than the 3k. I still love the Naniwas, they're lovely stones. I've tried the Shaptons, I've tried the Shapton glass. Started off with the Norton 4k, 8k many years ago. In fact, I've still got a Norton 8k stone, which I actually quite like the Norton 8k. It's a nice stone, lovely feel to it. Just looking at that now, I can see the edges polished. It's taking a polish already at the 5k. Picking up here as well. So straight to the 8k. I'm not going to dull the edge off at this point on the synthesis. I'm just going to go through the progression. I'm going to do about 30 to 50 strokes. I find that's not a problem. bit of freehand. Nice and light. Water's just rolling up above the edge. That'll be more than enough. And then it's straight onto the 12k. This stone can take anything from 10 to 50 strokes. I've done many of 100 on here before with no real problems, but generally 10 to 50 is more than enough, so I'm just going to start off with that's 10. Got a bit of hair in there. I'm actually in the barber shop at the minute, so that's why, but not at that minute. Just do a few freehand. Get a little bit of better feedback doing it like this. After the 12k, some people finish on chroming outside. I've got plenty of sharpening balsa homes with paste on. I never really use paste much nowadays. I don't feel the need to use it actually. I think if you get the most out of these stones, you really shouldn't need sharpening paste. That's that. Done. Let's just dry that blade off. Yep, you can see a nice little shine on there now. Let's just take the tape off. One thing with this Super 88 electrical tape, it does leave residue, really gummy residue on your razor, and to get rid of that you just take a piece of tape like that and just stick it on there like that, and it brings it straight off. That's it, that's what you do. Okay, I'm going to strop this razor now, just see how it feels on the arm here, and have another look at this. Back in 1 second. Right then, let's have a little look here. I've not got my little microscope with me, but yeah, that's picking up here. Strap got some air out the bin. Just going to give it a little. Yep. Yeah, that passes. Just try another one. When you get the hanging air test off the synthetic stones, I've noticed you get more of a catch and a real ping. That's probably because it's a more aggressive edge, whereas with the natural stones, you get more of a it makes contact with the edge and it actually, it just pops much quieter, but much softer. I've got some really fun to try those. You're not gonna see this on camera, but yeah, I mean, they're really fine there, and it's just catching nicely. Yeah, it's lovely. Just turn that one around a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Back of the hand. Okay, that's that. That's as easy as that. That razor will definitely shave. How smooth is another question I can't answer until I actually test shave that razor. So I will give that one a go and see how that feels. I'm sure it's pretty much there. If not, I'll just take it back to the 8 or 12k and see how it goes. But other than that, I'd be quite confident to give that to someone to shave with, and I'm sure it shaves. So thanks for watching. See you next time.